He transferred to our middle school in January. Quiet kid, always wore a hoodie, kept to himself, but was nice when you talked to him. His name was Micah. He wasn't there long, just for months. And then, one Monday morning in April, I found out he was gone. Not from the school, not from a teacher, not from any official announcement. I found out through a Snapchat story. I was just scrolling, like always, half awake, checking stories before school. And there it was. Someone had posted "Rip Micah" over a picture of his locker. No context, no explanation. My stomach dropped. I thought it was some kind of joke at first. I didn't even know what to think. By the time I got to school, it wasn't a rumor anymore. The principal came on the loudspeaker during second period and said a student had passed away. They didn't say his name. They just said there would be counselors available in the library if anyone needed them. But we all knew who it was. Micah had overdosed over the weekend. Some said it was an accident. Some said it wasn't. No one really told us the full story. All we had were bits and pieces and a heavy silence that settled over everything. The school didn't feel real that day. Not just sad, unreal. Like the walls were holding their breath. Like we were walking through a version of school that had been paused mid-scene. Nobody assigned any work. Teachers didn't even pretend to teach. Kids who never talked in class were crying quietly into their sleeves. Others just stared at their desks. The lights felt too bright. The halls felt too big. And then there was his locker. By the time lunch rolled around, it was covered. Drawings, handwritten notes, flowers, dozens of origami butterflies. I still don't know who started it, but it grew fast. You couldn't even see the locker door by the end of the day. Someone taped a sign above it that said, "You weren't here long, but you mattered." The art teacher opened their room to anyone who wanted to make something for him. People wrote messages even if they didn't really know him. You sat near me in science. I wish I'd said hi. I'm sorry no one noticed sooner. You deserved more time. The library stayed open all day for anyone who didn't want to be in class. Some kids stayed in there the whole time. The counselors did their best, but you could tell they were shaken too. Nobody really knew what to say. It's been a year now. There's no more paper on his locker. No butterflies left. The hall looks normal again, but I still see it every time I walk past. I still remember what it felt like to find out on a phone screen. How unreal that moment was. How nobody told us. How life kept moving, even though something had cracked wide open. Micah wasn't just a student. He was a person, a quiet kid who mattered, even if the world didn't give him enough time to see that. And I guess this is just my way of making sure he's not forgotten. Even if he was only here for months,